Welcome back to Media Week. Well, there were reports last week that Bauer Media is reducing the number of its titles and potentially sending some overseas as well. Let's get more on this now with James Manning, our co-host. James, I did read a story about this. They're changing some titles to fortnightly instead of weekly.
Yeah, a couple of the adult titles, if you like, which they don't really publicise too much. I think Picture and People, titles actually inherited from Fairfax years ago, very own sort of Fairfax magazines, but they were, used to earn the company a lot of money, thinking millions of dollars every year, but the sales have dropped significantly, so they're going to try them and see if they'll be a bit more profitable as a fortnightlies.
And they've decided to move all their motoring titles, except for Top Gear, to the Bauer Trader Group. What's behind that?
They're down in Melbourne, so they're it's a very successful business. A lot of sort of classifieds, if you like, an area of classifieds that still work in print. They have a digital component as well, but I guess they're thinking, look, some of these titles, I think motoring, wheels, that motor vehicle have been under pressure, like all magazine sectors have, but particularly motoring. So they're going to see, like, okay, we'll be able to reduce our overheads perhaps. They're actually out of the main building, a lot of those titles, so they had to rent separate space for them in Sydney, not at the sort of Bauer Media HQ, if you like, so they'll probably make a significant saving there. Whether the staff will want to go to Melbourne's another thing.
So some cost savings there now. Also some employment changes. They've re-employed a former editor to look at real life.
Yeah, Paul Merrill, the guy who's best known for Zoo magazine, I guess. He launched the magazine in the UK, launched it here. Very successful. Sales have dropped a bit since then, but he's long been gone from the magazine. He's coming back to look after Take 5, which is, they call it, a real-life magazine. It's a different area of publishing. It's a magazine. They actually put $5 notes in the magazine some weeks to try and bump the sales up.
Whatever gets the sales. Well, let's take a quick look now at the ratings for week 29 for free-to-air. State of Origin providing big numbers for 9. Hamish and Andy's Gap Year. Asia also doing well. Turning the page, and The Block also continues to feature in the top 10. If we look at pay TV now for week 29, and starting with the most watched sports programs, The Ashes pulling in big numbers for Fox Sports 2. That's despite Australia's pretty miserable performance over the 5 days. And now to the top 5 non-sports shows. 3 of them were movies, with the latest Bond instalment the most watched. Australia's Next Top Model was 3rd most watched for Fox 8. And for more on TV and the ratings, let's get back to James Manning. Now, James, we are past the halfway mark in the TV year, and there is some initial ratings data out. What's it telling us?
Yeah, well, I guess the thing is that Nine has done very well this year in the key demos, and Nine doesn't publicise their total viewing figures at all. They really focus on 25-54 as their sort of key, but they're also lead by a fair way, 18 to 49 and 16 to 39, which are where all the big TV money is. 7 is still, I think, hanging on as number 1 overall, but back in 3rd place definitely is 10, which we've talked a bit about today. So.
Yeah, and David Gingell came out and made that comment. There's not room for 3 networks. Is he right?
No, I don't think he is, but saying that, you'd want the 3rd network to be performing a bit better than it is now. Look, there's still only 3 networks, so it's still a really closed shot, so in theory you should be able to get a slice of the pie and build a business model that's going to work. There's still people buying it. I mean, 10 should be maybe doing a bit better even for people who can't get on 7 and 9, because they're trading reasonably full, I think.
Now, talking about TV stars, Bert Newton, he's turning 75 this week, hard to believe. He still looks great, Bert Newton, and Nine looks after their stars, as we know. He's still under contract, so what's the plan for him? Yeah,
well, he's got a big special coming out this week. Look, he doesn't do a lot for the network at the moment, but they've got a special out. They should do reasonable business of it, but they're putting it on Saturday night, so look, it's almost off peak, if you like, even though it's sort of early in the evening. But those nostalgia specials with Bert still pull pretty good numbers. Yeah, but Nine does look after its older stars. Still got to deal with Bert. Richie Benno's still on the books. He's got a handshake deal with David Gingell. So yeah, they're not about to let those guys go.
Yeah, it's good to see. Couple of big formats for free-to-air TV: Big Brother versus X Factor. Who's going to win that one?
Yeah, look, I think X Factor will get the bigger numbers, but and gee, don't 7 need it. They've had a very couple of quiet weeks, so that's coming back 3 nights a week, starting Monday night, so Monday through Wednesdays, 7:30. But Big Brother plays a very crucial thing for Nine. It helps keeps the younger demos quite strong, and you get that. I think it's going 6 days a week, maybe even 7 this year. So there's a new Saturday night program, so it's very crucial, and that'll really lock off that 7 o'clock slot for them across every night of the week through till mid-November, I think, when the sort of Ashes are back on in Australia. So that sort of looks after the year for them.
Yeah, absolutely. More Ashes. That's what we need here. Now, quickly, FX revealing this new series or the anticipated return of Walking Dead 4. When's that going to hit our screens?
In October.
Okay.
It'll be sort of what they call express from the US, if you like. It'll go to air the same day here that it's been on air in the US. And look, when it's on, it's almost the #1 non-sport program on subscription TV. So it's a very, very powerful brand.
And that is express, same night?
Yeah,
over
absolutely,
here?
yeah. It goes to air sort of live, I think, in the afternoon at 4 p.m, but then they replay it in prime time that day.
So October, we'll watch out for that.
Yeah.
All right, James, thanks for coming on today,
Thanks,
as
Nigel.
always. And that's all we have time for on Media Week. From all the team here, thanks for your company.